Oh, for God's sake. Okay, thank you guys. I'm glad there's people checking in. Spurs 3, Forest 1. It's good you couldn't hear that because the language wasn't pretty. It really wasn't. This is an absolute joke of a team, a joke of a manager, a joke of a performance, a joke of everything. There is nothing that you can take away from that pile of crap that we just witnessed. That team is so bad. It is so bad. We are by far the worst team in the goddamn league. And I'll even put Boring Mouth ahead of us. Teams go out and attack. The simple principle of football is if you don't try and score a goal, you ain't going to win the goddamn match. That's what's going to happen. And what do? How many times over the last weeks, months, days, whatever it is, have we heard Cooper going on about, oh, we're going to sort out, we're going to work on our away form. Yeah, we'll get better. We're going to work harder. We're going to try harder. Someone tell me what's different from that performance to the first performance we saw at Newcastle at the start of the season. When everyone has been saying, wait till after the World Cup, he'll get the team gelled. We'll be fine after the World Cup. Let's see what happens on this next game on the road. Wait till we have to play Everton at home. That's where we'll get our points. Wait till we go to West Ham away. They're crap. They're in the mud. We can beat them. Let's go to Spurs. Spurs manager, who is literally on the edge of the cliff. He's halfway down the goddamn cliff, and we're there performing CPR on him at the bottom of that cliff, bringing him back to life. And we have to sit through that crap and watch that style of football, man. I would rather we got tonked 5-0 actually attempting to play football rather than sit back and be a pile of shite that we are. One of the worst performances I've ever seen, and to my brother's team, man. To my brother's goddamn team. Where's Scarpa? Where is Scarpa? What does he have to do to get on the goddamn bench, let alone the squad, let alone the first 11? What's going on here, man? What is Cooper's tactics? Why is he playing certain individuals? How is Lingard getting into that team? How is Lingard in that team? Oh, and then to save us, what does he do? He brings on Wood, who gets tapped on his thigh, and he's like, nah, I can't be arsed. I'm injured. He ran 2 strides to get tapped on his thigh, and that 2 strides was too much pace for him. It's just an absolute joke of a performance. I don't care that Spurs are 4th in the league. You will hear all the happy clappers turning around saying, Spurs are a great team. Spurs are in the Champions League positions. Go speak to their fans. Go speak to their fans and think what they really think about them. Go watch how they performed against Wolves last weekend when they lost to Wolves, the team that scored less goals than us. They lost to them. And then go see that performance right there. Oh, and then Worrell. Oh, Worrell. Oh, I just don't even know where to start on that pile of shite, man. He is by far one of the worst defenders I have ever seen in my life. He has no clue when to slide in. He has no clue when to tackle. All he is good at is making mistakes. Mistake after mistake after mistake. But it's okay. He's from Nottingham, so he gets a free pass. And God forbid anyone who calls him out for being crap. He isn't. I can't think of a championship team that would take him. A championship team would be stupid to put him in that team. Yet here we are, a so-called Premier League team, and we're playing Worrell at the back. Unbelievable. We have no other choices in defense. I wish he got sent off for that penalty, so he would be suspended. So we would have been at an advantage with 10 men on the pitch rather than having him on there. It's so bad the way he plays. He has no clue. He panics left, right, and center. He's getting worse. He really is, man. I can't even be asked to do these goddamn player ratings. Guys, get your ratings in. Get your ratings in. I'm absolutely going to unleash on these pricks because I've now, after this, got to go and sit opposite that prick of a brother of mine while he looks at me, and all I'm going to want to do is punch him in the goddamn face. That's all I'm going to want to do. Let's get into the player ratings. All right, this is Wolverine versus chat. This is Wolverine versus chat. It's open. It's not just members. I want everyone's opinions and ratings on that pile of crap that we just saw there. So get your votes in. The link's pinned in the chat. Get your votes in now. And let's get on with this crap. I could think of nothing. I could think of a million things, should I say, better to do in my time than sit here and have to go through that absolute crap. Can you please, if you haven't already, just hit that like button, man. It's like the fact that we have to sit here. One, I want to thank you guys. You guys are the true ones. You really are. There's there's 250 of you in here. We got 25 likes. Guys, just hit the like button. Just take your frustration out. Hammer that like button because we had to watch that absolute pile of shite. We really did. We really did. Yeah, Sai, on Dennis, exactly. I mean, I'm sorry, but a lot of what I say isn't right, but a lot of what I've said is right. And a lot of what Ant has said and Ez has said, Sai has said, a lot of that, we have been spot on with what we were thinking. And to back Dennis who comes on and actually progresses the ball forward, yet you have all those goddamn happy clappers who will sit there and talk about how he loses the ball. What do you want him to do when he's the only player going forward on our goddamn team? It's an absolute joke that he hasn't had game time. It really is. It's unbelievable. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start with this team. What can you do to this team to fix it? What can you do? What can you do? Because whoever you play, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Cooper's tactics are so negative. And I'm telling you, when I saw that penalty after 3 minutes, we were lucky it was called offside. And did they take the warning? Of course they didn't. They just carried on playing the same crap football that they do. Week in, week out. And it's on Cooper. It's on Cooper. Those tactics are all his. I need to go more in the middle here. Why am I so to the edge? It's all on him, man. It's a joke. Let's get into it and let's start with Navas. I mean, he's catching the virus, guys. He really is. He's catching the virus. His best game was his first game, and slowly but surely, he's getting worse and worse and worse. I'm not saying he's bad. Yeah, but what would you expect the poor guy to do with the crap around him, with Worrell in front of him defending, with Worrell giving penalties away like that? What is he to do, man? What is he to do? You could have Navas and Hendo both in goal, but with Worrell on the pitch, he's got no chance. He did save us a couple of times in that match. But seriously, man, David, you're right. Even Felipe is being dragged down to those levels. I stopped watching when he made those saves. Simon, man, I couldn't bring myself to turn my head to the left to see that crap. I did see his saves and they were good. Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, he's being dragged down. He is. I'm giving him a 5. He still conceded 3 goals. Like it, lump it. He still conceded 3 goals. Yes, he made a couple of good saves, but still. Is he part of the problem? No, the problem's in front of him. But he still conceded 3 goals. What did you guys give him? 4.6. I can't argue with it. To be honest, I mean, should any player be getting any higher than a 1 after their crap performances today? Seriously. It's... Oh, it's so hard being a Forest fan. It really is, man. It really is hard to be a Forest fan. But just happy clap away and the world is okay. That's how it works. That's how it works. Don't criticize shit performances because you're not allowed to. God forbid you call some poor performances out. Anyway, let's move on to goddamn Aurier. Aurier, atrocious on that second goal. Atrocious. Absolute calamity defending. He, again, since he's come back from his injury, he's been completely dragged down with the rest of that team. He really has, man. And he's not been great. He's not been great. Is he fully fit? Don't know. But fully fit people can't defend like he did for the... Was it the second goal or the first goal? Or it was the first goal. Was it the first goal? I don't know. Whatever one it was... It was poor defending. I mean, overall, Son had him down that wing. He did. Aurier, not a great game from him, in my opinion. But none of them played well. He's a 4 for me. He's a 4. That's what I'm giving him. I'm seeing a lot of 2s, 6s, 3s, 4s from you guys in the chat. Get your ratings in. Make sure you get your votes in as well. 99 of you have already voted. Keep those votes coming in. They still count. They still all go to the total. It's a damn clip says I want Scarpa too. He's good. Yeah, well, we all want Scarpa. Guys, we're 17 subscribers away from 9.5K. Thank you all for your support. Thank you guys for just being here. Please do hit that like button though. We're on 68 likes. We've got 300 of you in here. I am fucking fuming, man. Anyway, I'm giving him a 4. What have you guys gone for, Aurier? You got a 4.4. I mean, we're not a million miles away. Do you guys agree with that? Those of you who haven't voted, if you don't agree with it, get your votes in. It's open. It's not just members today. It's members and non-members. So get your votes in. The link is pinned onto the chat. I've gone 4. You guys, I think you're being too generous, to be honest. Watch when you see his goal back. Don't forget the goals are for the members. They're in the members community tab. You can check it all out there. Steve saying our best 2 performances of the season were against Spurs, but WTF was that? Yep. Tom saying just sick of Cooper not picking our best 11, drives me mad. At least we could have got a second goal from the penalty, says Gregory. That would have sugarcoated it, Gregory. You would have had all the happy clappers coming out saying, well, we only lost by a goal. We only lost by a goal. You know, bless them. Bless them. They did try. They did try. I'm actually quite happy he missed that penalty because one, Dennis got the penalty. So why wasn't Dennis taking the penalty? And guess who we have who's a penalty master who doesn't even get into the squad? Scarpa. Anyway, let's move. Oh God. Oh God. Just when I took that deep breath, that deep cleansing breath to calm myself down, I realized who we've got to go on to next. I haven't got the energy. I haven't got the energy to cuss this guy down anymore. What am I pressing here, man? Where is this bell end, man? There he is. Worrell. I mean, I'll let you guys in the chat. You guys can say it all for me. Is there anyone anymore who still wants to argue with me about how crap he is? There's poor, then there's shite, then there's crap, then there's Worrell. That's where he is. Every single game, guaranteed there's going to be at least one mistake out of him. I mean, look, somebody is saying I gave him a 10, amazing goal, contributed goals. What? To 2 teams in 1 match. All right, I get it. All right, fine. I read the second part. I was like, what? I don't care. I don't care about his goal. I don't care about his goal. He is not on the pitch to score goals. He is on the pitch to prevent goals. Keith, you're spot on. He was involved in every single goal. Pretty much, he was. The first goal, atrocious defending. The second goal, one of the worst, dumbest, panickiest moves I've ever seen a defender make in my life. To slide in like that, to slide in like an absolute bellend is unforgivable. He should have been subbed off right there and then, but Cooper does not have the balls to do it because he's Captain Worrell from Nottingham. Captain Worrell from Nottingham, who bleeds red, because none of us bleed red, but we don't see us all starting on the team. Seriously, it's unreal. He has to. If he's even named on the bench next week, I don't care if we name no subs. If he's even named on the bench, I am going to lose my absolute crap. I'm going to lose my absolute crap. It's so stupid. All he had to do on the penalty was just shepherd him down the line. Wait till the reinforcements come back in. No, what does Captain Fantastic do? He comes sliding in like a locomotive train, thinking he has a clue about defending, and he just wipes out Richarlison. Wipes him out. Absolute joke, man. He's getting, I'm not even marking him for his goal. I'm not even going to give him a mark for his goal because that goal meant nothing. I am giving him a straight up big fat 0. That piece of shit is one of the worst defenders I have ever seen. And I am sick to the back teeth of seeing him on that goddamn pitch. Get him off the pitch. 0. Straight up. Bring back Cook, says JP. At least Cook can defend. Cook can't run. But Cook can at least defend. There's the difference. What did you guys get? How the hell did you even get to a 2.6? How the hell? My God, you're giving his goal some credence. You really are. I'm giving him an absolute big fat 0. Absolute worst performance I've ever seen by a defender. Wayne Hennessy is a better centre-back, says Bally. Keith saying Captain Hogwash. Chuck saying Fletcher's going to come out and blame us for this loss. He can go and kiss my ass. Owen saying Wolverine's not happy. I'm not. How can I be happy when in exactly 40 minutes I've got to go and see that bell end of a brother of mine after we've just played them? It's just unreal. It's unreal. Sara, you're spot on. He was Spurs' best player. He made Spurs look good. Spurs. Son who hasn't scored in 600 years, man. Spurs who are sacking their manager. If you need your manager saved, just play Forest. Just play Forest. That's all you've got to do. Just play Forest. I don't even want to look at his face. I want to move on. He goddamn is an insult to my eyes. He really is. Get him off my goddamn screen. He is absolutely useless. Felipe. He's still the best defender out there. He's still the best defender out there. Tommy, if he gives me his shirt, I'm pissing on it. It's as simple as that. So it's completely up to him. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Felipe. I feel sorry for Felipe and I feel sorry for Navas because they are being dragged down with this crap show that is Nottingham Forest right now. They really are. I can't even remember the first goal now. What was the first goal? Didn't he make a mistake in the first goal? I can't remember. I feel like he did make a mistake. Who scored the first? It was Kane. It was the header, wasn't it? It was the crap show. Yeah, okay. No, that was Shelvey's fault, Worrell's fault, and Aurier's fault. It was those three. But he wasn't brilliant. Probably Look, the only way, this is how I'm going to have to rate players. The only way I can rate him is to say he was better than Worrell and slightly better than Aurier. I'll give him like a 4.5 because they give us nothing to rate them on, man. You are literally scraping the bottom of the barrel to try and rate these players right now. I'm just going to go 4.5. Whatever, man. 4.5 for me. I'm not even angry at him. I think he's a fantastic player. He's brilliant, but he can't play the role of two centre backs. He can't do it by himself, man. Niakate needs to be on that starting 11. Like now, the team sheet should be written out now for the Newcastle game. Worrell's name should be burnt off that squad list, man. What are you guys saying? 4.7 from you. Okay, well, we're not a million miles off. I feel maybe I'm a little harsh on him, but at the end of the day, we conceded 3 goals. I still really like him, and I still really rate him, but we conceded 3 goals. And the poor guy is trying to play centre-back, left centre-back, and right centre-back at the same time. You have to have some sympathy for him. Sai, how do you think we're getting something from Newcastle with this team? How? With these tactics? Forget the team. The team is good. It's the tactics. If you give Worrell, Lingard and Wood, we'll be in the negative. Mark, man, I would give him negatives, but I can't because it's not fair that you guys can't, so why should I? We are at home and they are crap now. Simon, Spurs were crap. West Ham were crap. Everton were crap. Remind me which one of those 3 we won. Remind me. Owen saying, I knew our defence would make Tottenham look good. We will go down if we don't get Niakate back into this team. VAR saved us nice today. Tommy, we still lost. Screw VAR. I can give a shit. I wish they gave that Richarlison goal. I do. Because I think 3-1 flatters us. Sai, just stop with... You're delusional right now, Sai. You are literally delusional. We can't beat Everton at home. Leeds were crap and they outplayed us still. Exactly, David. Spacebar saying, Brian, he can't play against us anyway. Well, Wood can't play against Newcastle. Thank you, God. Shukrillah, man. If you give Worrell a 0, that should have been, we didn't start playing until 70 minutes. If you give Worrell a 0, that should have been, we didn't start. What? I don't know what you're saying, Mark. Let's get real. Spurs, West Ham aren't crap. Okay, you go ask their fans that. I am delusional. Who said we would win today? Yeah, I was delusional as well, but I had my brother to think about. I thought maybe my team would put some desire into this crappy game. No, what was I thinking? You're right, I'm delusional as well. I'm literally delusional that I was stupid enough to think this pile of crap team could actually put a result together. It's an absolute joke, man. Anyway, Lodi. It's like he got caught in behind a couple of times on the left-hand side. He's not the worst player out there. He's just the same as Felipe for me. I missed out the 0 on my previous comment there. Okay, I'm with you. Am I Muslim, Wolverine? Yes. Lodi had no help from Lingard for the first half. Correct. Trent, you're absolutely bang on. You lot are giving him 4s and 4.5s. Yeah, I'm with you guys there. I'd probably say like just match him with Felipe. 4.5. He did get in a bit. They got in behind him a couple of times, man. Where am I on him? I'm 4.5, something like that. Again, he's another quality player that because we're playing such low block football, we can't get him up the pitch and he can't do what he does best. So he's, I don't know. I'm going to give him a 4.5 as well. 4.5 for me for Lodi. What are you guys saying? 4.7. Well, you guys are pretty consistent. You're going on the same score and the same style of players. Fair enough. I mean, to be honest, guys, if you gave them all a 0, oh crap, that was your score. You said 4.7. If we gave them all a 0, could anyone really argue it? Could anyone really argue how bad this goddamn team is right now? Seriously. And we've seen it coming. You could see it coming from ages ago. Brian saying, even though Wood can't play next game, Cooper will name him a starter. Owen saying Pedro Porridge had far too much space to cross the ball in, and the problem was Lodi didn't play well. Lodi was exposed in the first half because of Lingard. How did Lingard and Worrell get in above Scarpa? And I have no idea, Kev. No idea. Wood can't play against us. He's ineligible. He should be ineligible to play football, full stop. He really should. Tommy's saying Johnson was holding his groin. Wonder if the advertising board collision caused it. He did take a knock there, but it looked innocuous, so I'm not sure. Only one player worked his bollocks off, says David. I'm struggling to think of one. Dennis, to be honest. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. I'm going to be taking an absolute pasting from my brother in an hour, and I'm not looking forward to it, man. I really am not. Fuck this shit, man. Seriously. All right, who are we on next? Freuler. Where the fuck? He's even a ghost on my stream deck, man. There he is. Found him. My God. I feel like with Freuler, I say the same thing every game lately. I didn't notice him. I did not notice him. I didn't notice him do anything good. I didn't notice him make any mistakes. I didn't even know he was on the pitch. I don't know. I'm sick of him. Him and Shelvey have got no legs, man. Shelvey, by the way, atrocious today. Atrocious. It's like not only did he do nothing, but he did nothing. That doesn't even make sense. But honestly, I feel like if we played with 9 men today, if you took Worrell out and Freuler out, we probably would have played better, to be honest. He's not good. I'm sorry, let me retract that. He's not good in the position he's being played in. He's meant to be played more as a box-to-box player, yet Cooper seems to think he's a CDM. He's not a CDM. He's a double pivot player in a 6 and an 8. That's where he plays internationally, and that's where he does better. I am sick of players being played in their wrong position with Cooper's random delusions of how he thinks he can make strikers wingers, how he thinks he can make box-to-boxers CDMs, how he thinks he can make players who can't defend into defenders. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. Him and Shelvey haven't got legs between them, therefore you're putting all the workload on Mangala. And Mangala's going to tank. And as always, Mangala has to come on after 60 minutes. He's not the conductor. He's the goddamn ghost. I'm giving him a 2. I didn't notice him. I'm giving him a 2. I don't care, man. This team's so shit, man. What have you guys done? 3.4. Whatever. I can't even bring myself to argue with you guys over the scores because they're so bad, man. What did I give him? I can't remember now. 2, wasn't it? You're getting a 2 now, whatever, mate. Sorry. And you guys have given him a 3.4. I just feel my blood pressure so high with this football, man. It's just so painful to watch. Guys, 16 more of you need to subscribe. If you haven't already, remember, it's free to hit that subscribe button. We've put so much effort into setting all this stuff up for you to make it as interactive as possible. All we ask in return is that you hit that like button. We're on 93 likes. And subscribe to the channel. I hope at least you guys are being able to take some frustration out on doing this, and I hope you guys feel like you're involved in everything. But yeah, please do hit that like button if you haven't already, and get us to 9.5K, man. At least there's one silver lining out of it all. Okay, so Freuler, you went 3.4. Let's go on to Shelvey. Shelvey, for me, I'm not convinced. I'm gonna say it now. I'm not convinced. I don't know if it's because him and where? Why does he always disappear off my goddamn stream deck? The idiot. Where is he? He did this last week. How can I not find his goddamn shiny ass head, man? Seriously. There he is. All right. Shelvey. I'm not convinced. I'm seriously not convinced about him. It's just, where's this so-called hard man who's going to put crunching tackles in, who's going to change the game, who's going to make things tick along? All he does is give away stupid fouls. He got out-muscled by Richarlison for that first goal, man. He was as to blame as the rest of them for that first goal. It was really bad. It was really bad. What is he giving? What is he giving? Last week he gives away a penalty and all he does is punt the ball forward, long ball FC. Today, apart from his mess ups, I didn't see him progress the ball forward anyway. He isn't a hard man. He ain't. He's goddamn Voldemort, as you lot keep calling him. And the long shots, Shanghai, you're spot on. He took a long shot that he sliced. He tried to take it on the volley and sliced it out for pretty much a throw-in in the second half. I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm angry right now, but I am not seeing it. I'm not seeing what he is doing. And Newcastle Newcastle should be reported to the police, man. Not just the police. MFI? My God, that doesn't even exist. MI5, FBI. You name it, we should be reporting Newcastle to them for the robbery they've done on Shelvey and on Wood to us. 19 million for Wood, 6 and a bit million for him. That's what, 25 mil we spent on 2 players to place them into a retirement home, and Newcastle was still there trying to sell us goddamn Lascelles back again and goddamn Darlow. It's like they saw us coming a mile away, an absolute mile away, and they were like, oh yeah, here's some more bargain bin stuff. Grab it, clear it all for us, man. It's just so bad, man. He was really crap. I'm giving him a 2 as well. Screw him. Screw them all, man. I'm so pissed with this team right now. He's getting a 2 from me. The way he got out-muscled by Richarlison is unforgivable in that game. It really is. He looks like Gru from Despicable Me. Shelvey just wants his paycheck, doesn't care, Shipstone. Is he even fit? Is he even fit? Shipstone saying, you're doing a therapy session later. Wait, there's actually 2 different Shipstones. I always thought you guys were the same. I don't know yet, man. It's up to Ant, Ez, and Dino, etc. if they can or can't. Anyway, I'm giving him a 2. You guys are giving him a 3.4. I think you're being generous, but it's your opinions. You go with what you want. Keep those votes coming in. Every vote counts. The votes are pinned to the chat. Get them in, guys. We're still 16 subscribers away from 9.5, man. You're gonna give me a goddamn aneurysm. Can 16 of you please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already? I really do appreciate it. Okay. I'm so sick of talking negatively about this team. I really am, man. I just want to see signs of life. That's all I want to see is some form of sign of life, man. That they are actually caring, that they think about what they're doing, that they want to show us or give us something that we can latch onto. Seriously. Now MFI isn't in business anymore, bro. It went out time back, man. A bit like this Forest team. All right, Mangala. Look, for me, out of the 3, Mangala was the best one. I thought he was okay. Ish. I'll add ish on it. Yeah, okay. I'm now less confused, and there is two of you, unless you've got two windows open. A lot of you are saying awful. I'm not having it. I thought he was okay. He gave the ball away, yeah, but he had energy around him. Yes, he lost the ball. They all lost the ball, Stoney. You can't just say he lost the ball. They all lost the ball. That's a fact given on every single one of these players. They should all be ashamed of themselves because they can't pass a ball. They can't pass a ball. I thought he was all right. And when I say all right, I'm not setting the bar high, guys. I'm setting the bar down here somewhere. Yeah. But compared to the rest of them, he put some energy in. He actually attempted to play some football. He did lose it a lot, but at least he was mobile, man. At least he was mobile. Was he subbed in the first half? I thought he was subbed at half time. Oh my God, Stoney's got an agenda, ladies and gents. I'm giving him a 4.5. I thought he was okay. He's better than Colback. At the end of the day, he's better than Colback. David, you're right. The whole team is stagnant. There's no flow. Something has to change, guys. Something has to change. This needs one of those clear on the heart kind of things for me. Anyway, I'm giving him a 4.5. I don't really care if you guys agree or disagree, because everyone's entitled to their opinion. What did I give him? 4.5. Okay. 4.5 for me. What did you guys do? You guys went 4. I mean, to be honest, as I keep saying, every single one of them could have got a 0, and I couldn't argue with you guys. But you guys have gone with a 4. 116 of you have voted. There's 300 of you in here. Just keep voting. Get your votes in if you haven't already. Oh my God, Shipstone and Shipstone are having a nice little freaking flirting session in the chat, aren't they? Colback would have offered some bite at least. Longhead, don't go down that road. I'm not in the mood to talk about Colback right now. If anyone thinks Colback is our savior, then God damn it, man, we've got issues. Seriously. Sam saying there's so many players we drop for multiple games and then act surprised when they play like Mangala first half. They have no confidence. That's a fair point. Fair point. Mojo saying next 3 games decide everything. Well, Newcastle's a loss. What we got after that? Is it Wolves at home? And then I can't even remember what's past that. I really can't. You can only see Shipstone. There's 2 of them, man. They're sponsored by Shipstones and there's Shipstone. Unless has that team turned my head so much that I've got double vision. I don't know. Anyway. My opinion offers more than Freuler, and I'm starting, says Long. We are down. It's simple right now, says David. It's Leeds away. Oh, we've lost that one. You know what, guys? I'm at the stage now where just default on away games. Just default. There's no point in going away from home. We just end up picking up injuries and giving away 3 points. Just give them a default 3-0 win. It's like on FIFA, man. You just rage quit out the game, yeah, and they get a default 3-0 win. It's fine. It's like Weekend League on FIFA. Just rage quit out. At least you're going with no other injuries. It's pointless. It's pointless. Cooper hasn't got a clue. He has not got a clue. Every week, we are just slow bleeding our ways down towards the bottom 3. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've dropped a point towards it. How we are still 14th is unbelievable. And right now, the problem is, and the sad fact of reality is, I'm more interested in the other team's scores than I am with Forest scores because I am praying that they just keep losing. The problem is that can't last forever. That can't last forever. And at some stage, they're going to catch us. They're going to catch us. Seriously, it's going to be a huge, huge problem. We got Newcastle next. Write that one off. Then we got Wolves. Maybe a draw from that. Then we're away at Leeds. Default, rage quit out of that one FIFA style. Anyway, let's keep going. Johnson. I mean, what service did he get today, the poor guy? Been our best player for the last 3-4 weeks. Been our best player by a mile. Did he get any service today? Not really. What I remember of Johnson, he had one shot in the first half. It was straight at the keeper. I can't. I'm just too drained to even think. I'm just gonna give him a default 5. I don't want to go in on Jono. I love Jono too much. But he can't do anything when the team he's playing in a team. Imagine Jono playing in a team that played progressive football, how good he would be. Seriously. Just imagine. Instead, all he deals with is absolute scraps and craps. That's all he deals with. Seriously, man. I'm giving him a 5. What did you guys give him? 4.1. Little harsh. But your opinion is your opinion. I don't even want to stay on Jono. There's nothing to say on him. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that doesn't knock his confidence or anything. All right, you guys went 4.1. Let's go to MG Dub. Where is he? I think he had a bad game. I think he had a bad game. He went off. He did, didn't he? I even forgot he went off. You're right. I thought MG Dub was poor today. Didn't get into the game. Didn't do much. I gotta say that's his worst performance for me. There's no excuse. I can't hide behind the Wood excuse for him because Wood wasn't in his way today. He's a 3 for me. I've never ever scored him that low, but he was really poor, man. He was Freuler-like. That's the best way I can describe him. He was Freuler-like. Didn't notice him. Did not notice him at all. I'm giving him a 3. I'm sorry, but I've got to call it as it is. 0 would have been a 5, but yeah, his corners, Mark. You're right. His corners are atrocious, man. They really are. I mean, the only way we scored that corner was because we had to be helped on from Felipe. Guess who can take corners though, guys? Scarpa. You went 3.8, I went 3. Fair enough, whatever. Let's just move on. Let me get these scores in. Oh, this isn't fun anymore, guys. This is like working. It feels like working. Football's meant to be our release, man. Football's meant to be the thing that brings you joy at the end of the week. Football's meant to be the thing you get happy about, man. I almost envy happy clappers that they're so delusional and they're so stupid, man, that they're probably sitting there clapping Worrell's goal right now. But each to their own. If that's how they want to do it, cool. But enjoy. This pile of shite here. Still people rate him is beyond me. I don't understand. I would love to know what anyone has seen in him ever. Not just at Forest, ever. He is one of the worst football players I've ever seen. He is just so bad. I can't stand him. Just go back to Manchester. You're an absolute pile of shite. Get out of my club. Seriously. That's all I've got to say on him. He was pathetic today. Couldn't get back, couldn't get forward. Wrong place, wrong time. Go fuck yourself and get a 0. That's Lingard for me. Do I have a Lingard agenda? Yep. Go fuck yourselves. I don't care. I don't care. He's absolute crap. He's a 0 for me. 2.2 from you guys. 2.2 for Lingard. The 200 grand man a week. He's being paid 200 grand so he can cheerlead. His best job at Forest is cheerleading off the bench. That's the only good thing he's been able to do all season is cheerlead off the goddamn bench. Well done. 200 grand for a cheerleader. Brilliant. Fantastic. What a player you are. You should be so proud of your performances. You should be so proud of the effort you put into that team. It's an absolute act of criminality that you start that game and Scarpa doesn't even make the squad. You absolute bellend piece of shit. Let's move on. The subs. All right, who came on first? It was Dennis, wasn't it? That's not goddamn Dennis. That's Dennis. Dennis for me. Dennis. Dennis, man of the... I'm going to say straight now, my man of the match was Dennis. By a country mile. Yet because people have an agenda against him, they don't like the fact that he goes... This is the problem. That people have a problem. Not everyone. There's certain parts of the fan base that have a problem with Dennis attacking. I don't understand it. People don't want players to attack or something. Players who attack lose the ball. Our best player, arguably, for the whole of this season has been Morgan Gibbs-White, apart from the last few games. The person who has lost the ball the most in this team is Morgan Gibbs-White. But people won't highlight that. And I'm Morgan Gibbs-White's biggest fan, yeah? But when it comes to Dennis, he is so scrutinized over every single time he loses the ball and ignored when he has tried to progress the ball forward. It's embarrassing on two fronts. One, that people treat him like that. And secondly, he's not been given a run in the team. He is good. Ant said it yesterday. You ask any opposition fan to name 2 or 3 players that they're scared of in our team, and they will mention Jono, MG Dub, and Dennis. Those are the only 3 names they'll come up with. Yeah. And they'll chuck in a goalkeeper. But really, who chucks a goalkeeper in? And I'm sorry. He was good when he came on. He loses the ball 9 times out of 10 and dives every time. What has he created? JP, that's the exact point. You literally exhibit A of the point I made. I don't care if he loses it 9.5 times out of 10. I care that this player tries to get forward and tries to play football. The fact he loses the ball is because no one else is pushing up with him to help and support him. That's what's happening. Anyway, I'm gonna give him a 7. A 7. Solid 7 out of 10 for me for Dennis. And he was a sub. And he got the pen. You're right, Stratan. He got the pen. I just think, like, yes, I have my own agendas and whatever, but yeah, there's a lot of people who got a Dennis agenda when Dennis doesn't even play. He doesn't press or defend. JP, name me one player in that team who presses. One player from the back to the front. Name me one player that pressed once today. Just one player. I'm giving you 90 minutes to go back through and you show me one player that pressed from the front or pressed from the midfield. You tell me. And then pick on Dennis didn't press. Morgan Gibbs-White didn't press. Anyway, what have you guys gone? 5.5. That's quite high for you lot usually with Dennis. Okay, these are subs, aren't they? Steve says they all press, but only my buttons. He put a shift in today, only one. James saying, Chuck, I think he's Houghton 2.0, but anyway, the big man will have the last. On current form, we would struggle in the championship. What are we saying here? I'd rather a player carries it 20 meters and loses it than stands still and loses it. That's my exact point. Freuler pressed, but he was invisible, so nobody saw it. What the fuck? Dennis is an 8. I don't know. This is the whole point. Look, I value all your opinions, as you know. I am really hot under the collar today. I probably have said a lot of stuff that I probably will look back and regret. I won't regret it, but I'm saying it in anger because I'm pissed because I know where I'm going in half an hour and I'm going to be taking some lickings, seriously. So, you know, you guys have to take that with what it is. But my brother supports Spurs, man. I used to make him, when we were kids, after Forest played Spurs, I would leave him crying, man. He's a couple of years younger than me. He would be crying after the abuse I gave him. So he's got so much pented abuse to chuck back my way. And I'm literally going to have to hold my cool in a stupid restaurant while I deal with... Missed the match today with work, says Jonathan. Jonathan, where's your sub badge gone, man? And guys, don't forget, if you want to subscribe, we need 15 more of you to get to 9.5. I can't even do the usual talk. Guys, just hit the like button and subscribe. I don't even want to like... Anyway. Ayew came on. Ayew was okay. But I'll say it again. Ayew's not better than Scarpa. I don't know why Cooper's default substitution when he has to hit the red panic button is to go and put Ayew on. I don't understand it. Excuse me. I need a sip. I mean, the penalty is one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. I don't know why he took the penalty. Look, I've got nothing against Ayew. I just think he's another one of those that's a Cooper favorite FC that he's brought out of the cold. And if Cooper thinks Ayew is better than Scarpa, then Cooper needs his goddamn head checked. He really does. He really does. He's just a nothing player is the best way I can describe him. I don't mean that in a good way and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just a nothing player for me, Ayew. I don't know what he really offers yet. I'm not even convinced I know what position he is. I don't know if he's a left winger or a striker, or sometimes he's playing as a CDM. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just going to give him a 4. To be honest, I only noticed him when he missed that bloody penalty. I'm giving him a 4. I can't even be asked to spend time on him. 3.2 from you guys. Okay, fair enough. Who was next, man? Chris Wood. I thought Chris Wood, to be fair to him, I'll be honest with you guys. I thought Chris Wood had his best game today. I was impressed by him. I have never seen Chris Wood. Oh, I can't even find the prick. Where is he? There he is. I've never seen Chris Wood move so quickly on a pitch. It was impressive, to say the least. I am saying Chris Wood had his best game today by a country mile, and I'm giving him a full 10 out of 10. He's my man of the match. He's my man of the match. Because thank you, Chris Wood, for coming off in, what was it, 70 seconds? It was brilliant. He ran on with pace, and he ran off with pace. So thank you. Wood pressed so hard he injured himself, says JP. It's 10 out of 10 for me. That's the performance I want from Wood. That's the length of performance I want from him. 72 seconds a game. Thank you very much. Glad you came on. You probably got your game bonus as well for playing those 72 seconds. And glad you got off. He was on literally, I think someone in the chat said 72 seconds. So thank you and goodbye, Chris Woods. Appreciate the fact that... Oh, wait, what did you guys say? 1.4. You guys are harsh, man. It was the best game he's had all season. Exactly, Steve. He didn't put a foot wrong. There's nothing you can fault in that performance that he did. 100% his best match of the season. By a mile. Forget his worldie from 2 yards against Man City. This was his performance. 10 out of 10 from me. You guys are so harsh, and you guys have a Chris Wood agenda. You really do. You really do. Anthony, thank you so much for subscribing, buddy. Appreciate it. Okay, Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates came on next, didn't he? I'm not going to rate Yates. I'm just going to give him a 5. Honestly, I was at that stage, I wasn't even watching the match when he came on. I'll go, in fact, I'm not going to rate him because I wasn't really watching. I'll go on what you guys said. In fact, okay, I'll give him the sub score, just a 5. But I'm more interested in what you guys said on him. Oh, wait, that's not him. That's the word. Hold on. Let me find your... Let me press some more buttons. What did you guys say? You went 4.84. All right, that's kind of a sub score. It's an average 5, really, isn't it? So, I don't know. I can't even remember what minute he came on. 67. Bloody hell, he got 23 minutes. Okay. I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. And then finally, it was Nico Williams. Nico Williams. I kind of feel sorry for Nico Williams. I do. I don't really know what position he played today. Was he like right winger or something? I mean, the game was dead when he was on, wasn't it? I'm just going to give him a 5. I'm going to give him a straight 5. Whatever. And you guys gave him a 3.7. Did he play crap then? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, and then that brings us on to the manager. That brings us on to Steve Cooper. Let's see what you guys said on Cooper. Tactically, wrong. Formation was fine. Tactics were the problem today. Tactics were atrocious. He is so negative, man. In the battle against the most negative manager in the Premier League in Conte, Steve Cooper proved he is more negative than Antonio Conte. That in itself takes some doing. It really does. Negative. I cannot deal with this negativity. In fact, the formation was okay. The tactics were atrocious. The selection of the likes of Lingard on there, the fact Scarpina doesn't even make the bench is an absolute joke. James saying Cooper Houghton, what's the difference? Time to get rid. Shipson saying, hate to say it, but 0 from Coops. Key saying I'd have to give Cooper a custard pie. Viking giving him a 0. Zorro for manager, says Stoney. I feel low block versus low block. Well, only one team low block today. I'm giving him a 1. He got so much wrong today. It wasn't even right. I mean, that kind of rhymes. I'm giving him a 1, man. You guys gave him a 1.9. Pretty high, if you ask me. Pretty high. I agree. It's too late to sack him now. There's no one available. If you were going to sack him, it had to be before the World Cup. Now it's too late. Spacebar saying, Spacebar must be smiling. I bet Spacebar can't wait till Friday, man. Cooper -5. He hasn't got a clue what his best 11 is, or formation, or even tactics. There's no platform to build on. It's depressing. I'm sorry to sound depressing, guys. I really am. I want to be happy, man. I want to be happy. Do you not remember that advert? I want to be happy. I don't even want to look at Cooper right now. He's pissing me off too much. All right, we're going to go for man of the match. What are our guys? Let's do this. What are our candidates for man of the match? What are our candidates, man? I'm stumped. Dennis? Chuck me some names. Loddy, Dennis. Bus driver. Wood. Yeah, definitely Wood. Wood's going there. I'm putting Wood in. My candidate for man of the match is Wood. So there's my say. All right, so I'm putting Wood in. We'll go put Dennis in, right? Few of you are saying Loddy. All right, I'll chuck Loddy in. Richarlison, Felipe, Scarpa. May Scarpa, RIP, man. You need the Zorro thing explained. Tommy, you need to be a member to know the Zorro thing, bro. Okay, so we got Wood, Dennis, Loddy. I'm gonna chuck in VAR. Screw it, let's do it. All right, there are your candidates for man of the match. I can't even be bothered to horse race it, man. So get your votes in. Let's see if you lot are gonna troll. All right, so Loddy is in the lead. Interesting. Dennis now takes the lead. VAR's putting a good stint. VAR going into the lead with 34%, man. Dennis fighting off VAR. Poor Dennis, man. He can't even get man of the match against VAR. Oh, God, come on, Dennis. Fight back, Dennis. He's on 34%. VAR out in the lead on 39%. Wood getting 17% of the vote and Loddy on 12%. All right, we'll let a few more of you vote and then we'll close off the voting. Get your votes in quick. 40% for VAR, 31% for Dennis. Oh, VAR's gone into the lead further with 41%. I mean, at the end of the day, VAR did get us promoted, didn't it? All right, going once, going twice, going 3 times. We're going to close the vote off and 40% VAR takes the vote, but I'm overriding you guys and I'm giving it to Dennis. Oh, Sean, that's not even funny right now, Sean. That's not even funny. All right, guys. Look, I'm sorry. I'm just really not looking forward to dinner tonight. I really am not. I'm starving as well, man. I'm going to punch that prick in the face tonight. That's all I know. Guys, can I ask, if you don't mind, if you haven't already, do hit that like button. If you want a stream tonight, then you're going to have to speak to Ant. So get messaging Ant and Ez. See if they're up for it. If it's going to happen, it will happen at 9:30. Because by the time I get back from this restaurant, it's probably like 9:30, 10. Maybe we just do it tomorrow. I don't know. I'll speak to the guys. What am I eating? Yeah, my tears, man. Tears. Anyway. Earplugs and just look down at your food, mate. He's going to want to sit opposite me. And I'm just going to have to smile. I'm going to have to be a happy clapper tonight, guys. I'm going to have to be a happy clapper because I can't kick off. It's my dad's dinner birthday party thing. You know, happy birthday, Papa Wolverine, man. 70 this week. And I'm going to have to sit there and I'm actually going to have to figure out how to be a happy clapper. I need to ring up another YouTuber. I'm pretty sure he could give me some lessons on how to do it. But I need a quick crash course guide on it. I really do. Because I'm going to have to sit there and pretend like it doesn't hurt what he's got to say for me. But anyway, guys, that'll do. I'll catch you guys either tonight or tomorrow. Thank you for sticking with us. I do love you guys. Honestly, you make this bearable. Thank you, Townsend, for the birthday wishes. Come on, you Reds.